The day Eze Obiora died, 3 sons washed his body. Each one cried. Each one watched the others cry and wondered if it was real. Obiora had been a great man, the kind of great that swallows smaller men whole. He ruled Umuagu with an iron Ofo staff and a voice like a masquerade. He had 3 wives, 3 sons, and one fatal flaw. He loved all 3 boys equally and told each one privately that he was the chosen heir. He died before he could correct that lie. Chukwuemeka, the firstborn, heard it first. He was the son of the first wife, tall, scarred from 3 wars, respected by every elder. He had bled for this kingdom. He had buried friends for this kingdom. The throne was his by blood and by sweat, and any man who said otherwise would say it once. Obiageli's son, Nnamdi, the second-born, was the one the people loved. He knew everybody's name. He sat with the poor, he laughed loudly and grieved openly, and when he spoke at the village square, even children stopped playing to listen. He believed deep in his chest that a throne belongs not to the man born first, but to the man born to lead. Uchenna, the youngest, had never been taken seriously by anyone, which gave him time to become the most dangerous. Quiet, patient, educated by a traveling merchant who taught him how kingdoms beyond the Great River were won, not always by warriors, but by men who controlled what other men needed. He had already spoken to 3 neighboring clans before his father's body was cold. The elders proposed a regency. All 3 would rule together until the oracle at Igwe Ocha spoke. It was meant to be peace. It lasted 11 days. It ended when Chukwuemeka found palm wine meant for him laced with a root that drives men mad. He pointed at Uchenna. Uchenna pointed at Nnamdi. Nnamdi wept and said he pointed at no one, and somehow that made everyone angrier. By the second moon, the kingdom had split into 3 compounds surrounded by silence so thick you could feel it breathing. And at the borders, quietly, hungrily, the Umuoha clans sharpened their machetes and waited. This is not a story about who was right. All 3 men were right. All 3 men were wrong. It is a story about what hatred does to love that has nowhere to go, how it doesn't disappear, it transforms, it curdles, it becomes something unrecognizable. By the end, one brother will die in battle, one will die from grief, and one will sit on the throne alone in a kingdom that no longer wants him, staring at 2 empty stools, finally understanding what his father meant. But by then, it will be too late to matter.